I mean, I take the long view, you know, and the long view for me says what happened in the post-colonial period to African universities. Because, I mean, I used to be in awe, you know, of the University of Jos, of the University of Rhodesia, which became the University of Zimbabwe. I used to be in awe of Makerere in Uganda. These were great, Tanzania, University of Dar es Salaam. These were great, great institutions that attracted and retained great social scientists, natural scientists, etc., over many years, right? And then those universities went into serious decline. And they went into serious decline for several reasons. One is the state started to take over these universities. I mean, the chancellor was the university president. The chancellor was the country's president, that kind of thing. They would use finances to drive a particular kind of politics in those universities. And in no time, the top students in those countries left for the West, and the top professors went to teach in Europe and North America. I mean, I saw this all over. South Africa has some of the same strains, but at least we still have, and this is not a given, by the way, but at least we still have 6 or 7 well-functioning universities with global credentials. But we're under pressure for the same reasons, right? So I think that where you find efforts in African universities to revitalize, you know, both financially and intellectually, those institutions, that is where we need to put the money. So everybody talks, as you know, about the revitalization of the University of the Makerere in Uganda. I really think there should be massive investments in that university, so that once again, you know, the Issa Shivjis and the Mahmoud Mamdanis and others begin to, you know, become prominent in defining those as top African universities. We also need to prevent the rot from creeping into our top 6 or 7 universities in South Africa. And so you've got to keep what is good and prevent state interference and make sure they're funded well, and so on. So where there is, I'm worried about this phenomenon of the explosion of private universities in Africa, because I'm not sure that necessarily is the answer to the collapse of the public universities and so on and so forth. But I don't think there's much going on apart from these singular examples that I've mentioned. In part also, as you know, that the fate of those universities is very often tied to the level of stability of the state and so on and so forth. But I think it's a struggle that must continue for top African universities that are well funded.